Welcome Libra to your in-depth weekly forecast for week beginning the 22nd of December. Thank you so much for your views, likes and comments throughout year 2025. I truly appreciate it. If you'd like to order your personal forecast for the year ahead, as a gesture of my appreciation, if you apply at the checkout Astro26, you can get 50% off. You'll also get your life roadmap report, a crucial document to understand our life journey, the patterns that are play out. You'll get your free gift of your general, love, Chinese and Indian Zodiac forecast too. Please see the link below for more. As you come into this week, Libra, the sun has just moved into the part of your situation. It's very much to do with your immediate environment, your home, emotional strands and family life. And of course it's the time of the year when often we get together with people we're close to. Now Mars is waiting. Mars moved here in the middle of December and may have given you a spurt of energy to make some last minute changes to your home. Now they're going to be joined by your ruler in the middle of this week, Venus, and the three are going to be pretty close together through to the middle of January. And that gives you a glorious opportunity if you're thinking of going to the sales to get some bargains. But if you do, it may well be things that complement your home, whether it's decoratively, furnishings, or whether you're thinking about actually repainting in some ways, particularly if you're in the southern hemisphere. Your motivation to change your space is going to be very strong. Even if you don't achieve that this week, you will do so, I feel, at some point in 26. But that fourth house energy is also, in the case of the Sun and Venus, clashing initially with the dreamy drifting energy of Neptune for the Sun and Saturn for Venus. And it's possible, therefore, because Venus is in a part of your chart to do with communication initially, that your generosity of spirit or the offers that you make, somehow or another, someone can be unyielding, critical, a bit irritable, which could put you somewhat on edge, and that wouldn't be a surprise. Because one of the things I think you're going to want to do over this week and through to the end of the year is have some moments of complete peace and quiet. If that does mean that you get into nature, go for a lovely walk, and just have some moments of total relaxation and not necessarily quite so playful, don't beat yourself up about it. But on Christmas Day, the moon is actually very supportive early on. It's in the bubbly fifth house, but it does move into the practical sixth later in the day. But at the end of the week, we do have a quarter moon. And if there are politics around a family involvement, perhaps politics that have been on and off since 2008, since Pluto first moved for the longer term into Capricorn. It of course left Capricorn finally in November 2024, but that at times may have been quite a tough journey. And over the last couple of years, you've had Saturn and Neptune in the part of your chart together on the whole that's very much to do with sacrifice, being hard-working and doing your best to support others. And if it just feels that someone is always trying to find some kind of angle, it may not feel great, but you could, with Mars's help, be quite assertive. And you've obviously learned a lot with Pluto's journey about how to defend yourself and who you need to keep space from. So if you turn down a few invitations this week, because it just isn't something that excites you, certainly don't feel guilty about that. I'd like to wish you a very happy Christmas. If you are spending the day alone and it's not a choice, you'll be particularly in my thoughts.